Spy vs. Spy is the kind of retro game that was always bound to have a sequel on the iOS platform, in one form or another. First Star Software's 1984 classic formula has already been aped on the App Store, but thanks to robots and pencils, the original game in all its glory, as well as all new levels, are now available for the iPhone and iPad alike. You, as well as your rival Spy, have entered an embassy, and your goal is to escape with all the items in the level, hindering or temporarily killing your opponent while you're at it. Each level is split into a series of rooms that can connect to each of the four walls. Objects generally litter the room with either traps, the items you're looking for, and in a modern twist, hidden stars can also be found. Spy vs. Spy places a strong emphasis on your ability to create mental maps as you navigate its labyrinthine layouts. A map can be used to identify where you are and where the items you require are hidden, but your score is penalised each time you do so. So, your best bet is to sprint through each room, checking each object, laying a trap if you think to remember it, and continuing on. This makes for a genuinely interesting dynamic, as you attempt to outplay your opponent, collecting the various objects and hiding them until you can collect the all-powerful briefcase, the last object required to hold everything before you exit. While the AI does an admirable job of laying traps and generally being a nuisance, it's the multiplayer mode that makes the game a true treasure. Should you actually manage to win a game, then you're not laying enough traps. It's a troll gamer's dream come true. However, this does bring a rather painful point into focus. The gameplay is not only dated, but the controls have also only gone through a cursory transition. Swipe to move, tap to select. This could almost be forgiven as it's a 30-year-old title, but the game also includes a classic mode, so it begs the question of why the game hasn't been better updated for modern audiences. Spy vs. Spy attempts to pander to retro gamers in their late 20s and onward, who can remember the sheer frustration and also elation that comes from playing a game that gleefully rewards backstabbing. As gorgeously rendered as the update may be, without those rose-tinted glasses, the game becomes a briefly entertaining, but shallow reminder of the limitations of the past. This has been Andrew with AppSpy.com. We review, you decide.